So sorry. Happy terrific Thursday. I'm sorry this is postponed from yesterday, which was supposed to be wonderful Wednesday. But, I had a small emergency yesterday, and thankfully we took care of that. Anyway, let me just set this up a little bit better here a minute, and hopefully everybody's doing well. Let me know how you're doing in the comments below, if you wish. Maybe say your first name and where you're calling from. Let me just plug this in a second. It looks like I might need some extra power here. Okay, plugged in. Hello, hello. I'm Lynn Girardi. Thanks for being here. It's terrific Thursday. Woohoo! Supposed to be usually on Wednesdays, but I had to delay it, postpone it this time. So anyway, we're going to do some positive card picks. And if anybody's here live, you can choose a number and type it below between 1 and 31 for October, just because October has 31 days, and these are just positive affirmation cards. It's just to give you a positive message. Hi, Nelson. Thanks for being here. Just to share a positive message for you today, whether you're here live or watching the replay. And so if anybody who's here, you can put your numbers down. Well, actually one number, but if there's only a couple of people here, you could put two numbers between 1 and 31. And we're going to use the Mindful Messages card deck. You can't see it printed the right way because YouTube does not do that, unfortunately, at this time in history. Oh, sorry, hang on a second. Okay, so Nelson said 14 and 18. Let me just write this down. And anyone else, if anybody has a positive, something a win that went well, something that went well for you this week or recently, we like to focus on what's good, what's working in life. It could be any kind of achievement, small or large. It could be just something you're grateful for in general today. The more we focus on gratitude and what we do appreciate in life, the more we can attract with the help of with the help of the law of attraction, and really mainly with God's help and our soul's guidance, we can attract good things when we focus on the good more than not. Hi, Denise. Thanks for joining. Great to have you here. Tyler, thanks for joining. And Nelson, thanks for joining. Again, for the people who are here live, this goes on for about 30 minutes, so till about 6:30 p.m. Eastern. And the positive affirmation cards, I'm using the card deck Mindful Messages. And I'll put the link below in the notes later if anybody's interested in getting them themselves or reading about them. But anybody here can choose a number between 1 and 31. Since there's only a couple people here right now, there's 3 people, feel free to choose 2 numbers if you wish. Right after this, people can only choose 1 number. And then thank you for the confetti, thank you. And then at the end of this broadcast, again, it's about a half an hour, I'm going to post cards 1, 2, and 3 that I posted in the on the Facebook, on the YouTube post that said people can choose card 1, 2, or 3, and whatever they feel drawn to today. And then live or in the replay, you could get the message connected with 1, 2, or 3. Okay, so that's going to be after the custom cards for the people who are here first. Okay. All right, let me hang on a second. Okay, so here we go. All right, let me write down everybody's numbers. Okay, so Nelson said, anybody, if you had something happen well for you, this week or recently or today, something that you can appreciate in the day, feel free to share that below, because we want to focus more on the good and help to attract more good in God's world with the help of the law of attraction. So, okay, let's see. Nelson said, I'm going to say something I appreciate for, today was a more cheerful day for me. It was beautiful weather. I had good interactions with the physical therapist that I've been having to go to for my ankle recently. It's healed like 98%, and I'm back to walking in the park for an hour a day, and feeling good, so thank God for that. Okay, let's see. Nelson said, write this down, 14 and 18. Tyler said 4. Did we have, let's see, Diane, did you choose a number? Sorry, Denise, if you wanted to choose a number between 1 and 31 for 31 days in October, I just pick it randomly, that spread. Feel free to do that. And Tyler, you had a similar thing. Oh goodness, I'm sorry to hear that. I hope you heal well. Okay, hang on a second. All right. So here we go. I will start with 14, 18, and 4, and then we'll get to the okay, Denise. So you and what I like to say is, so if you don't want to put a number below, you could just listen to the messages, and if there's anything, I mean, the positive affirmation type messages, it's not no future reading here or anything, but I like to believe that, like what Abraham Hicks, the teacher, says, that we're all co-creating this event together, whether live or if you're watching the replay. So because we all have sort of a part in this together, if somebody's card choice resonates with you in a good way, maybe that's a good message for you currently. If any of these things don't resonate with you, just ignore it. But if it's something that makes you feel good, it might be something that'll help, you to get some clarity or some upliftment today. All right, so here we go. I'm just trying to shuffle these a little bit. Also, I want to mention that, okay, so we're going to do the custom number cards now. Later on, then right after that, I'm going to do the cards 1, 2, and 3, which I had posted about for people to watch, to choose and watch in the replay if needed. The third thing is, I took, at the end of this broadcast, which is going to be about a half hour, for anyone who has time or wants to watch it later on, I recently completed a health and fitness program, and I actually love it, and I was able to release some weight, and I'm feeling a lot better and more confident, have more energy, feel more hopeful, even as a caregiver. So I'm going to talk about that later, because I just finished it. It was like a 3-month thing. There was a free Facebook 5-day thing first, and it's coming up again. And of course, now I'm an affiliate because I happen to be in the program, and you're automatically that. But I'm doing these cards because I've been doing these cards even before that. Okay, so if you're interested, hang out later on, and I'll show you I'll give you the information about the healthy fitness program, which is easy. I mean, easy, but a little involved, but easy. Okay, number 14. This is for Nelson and anyone else who resonates. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay. Hi, Noah. Thanks for being here. If you want to choose a number between 1 and 31, feel free. Okay, 14 for Nelson and anyone else who resonates with this. It's from the card deck Mindful Messages, which you could find on Amazon if you're interested in them. Okay, loving friends. And it says, I surround myself with people who inspire me and grow together with me. My friends raise me up and hold me to the best that I can be. I am loved unconditionally and supported throughout my journey. I release old friendships which may be toxic or keeping me stagnant. Okay, excuse me. So loving friends. So this is sort of talking about, especially in the law of attraction, which tends to say, you kind of rub off on people, and people in your life rub off on you. What kind of energy are you hanging around? But it says, I surround myself with people who inspire me and grow together with me. That's the ideal, right? Very good, Nelson. My friends raise me up and hold me to the best that I can be. We want to be able to encourage each other and be a positive influence on others, ideally. We all have challenges we go through, and we all hopefully support and encourage our friends through their challenges and vice versa. But ideally, this says, I release old friendships which may be toxic or keeping me stagnant. Sometimes it's challenging to do that, but I guess, they're really trying to say, in my opinion, the best, the ideal for us on a positive journey in life is to be around people who are also positive, mutually encouraging, happy for you, and vice versa, and that we grow together, because that'll help you be on your most authentic, happy, healthy path. Very good. Okay, so that was that one. 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Okay, 18. Let's see. 18 is get focused. Get focused. And it says, to attract what I want, first I get clear on what it is I desire. I envision it for a minute or more every day. You don't necessarily have to do this, in my opinion, but it can be helpful to envision what you do want more than what you don't want, because the law of attraction states that, you sort of move toward and attract what you're focused the most on. There is a buffer of time, so you don't have to be scared, oh God, I had these negative thoughts, and try to get back on the right track and focus more on what you do want than what you don't want. But it's that focus, right? Focus even on goals. If we really want to get things accomplished, better focus and less distraction helps get to the mark that we're focused on. Let's see. I envision what it is that I desire. I envision it for a minute or more every day, feeling how ideally, if you could feel how it would feel. It's more supposedly the vibration we're sending out from the feeling than just like a thought that might have like barely any feeling behind it, just be a thought. It's really the thoughts with the feeling that we're broadcasting energy out, that the law of attraction, that universal law of attraction in God's world here, tends to attract back similar energy. So let's see, feel how it would feel to have that in your life. What I would do, how I'd react, and who I'd tell. So if you have a goal or a desire, positive things we're talking about, if you could think about it a little bit more than think negatively about it or doubts about it, or, oh, but I can't handle that. I would like to have this particular job, but, oh, they don't want me. I'm not qualified enough. Other people are better. You want to think the good things that support that, and with feeling, well, you know what, I think I'm qualified. I have good qualifications. I do have experience. Even if I might not have everything they want, I believe that I bring a lot to the table. And wow, it would feel really good if I'm able to co-create a positive work environment with these people, and we work on projects together that help us to learn and grow and help the people that we're in contact with. Try to focus on the good of the desire instead of the doubts and the fears. Through my continually aligning with your desires, what you do want, aligning, like, okay, I'm lining up with it. I'm going to think the good stuff of what I want. I'm going to prepare for it. I'm going to get my resume together. I'm going to get the outfit together that I might wear on my first day of the job, etc. Through my continual alignment with my desires, They begin to flow into my physical reality in divine timing, right? When God and your soul, or however you see it, when, God feels it's the best timing for you, is usually is the best timing. So we have to kind of let go and let God after that focus. Does this make any sense to anybody? If anybody has any comments or questions, feel free to put them below. But that was 18. Okay, Tyler said 4. Let's see, number 4. Okay, we'll go back to that. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. And 4 said edge of greatness, edge of greatness. And it says the universe is opening doors for me. Or think of it as God is opening up doors for you, bringing opportunities your way, bringing opportunities my way. I don't crumble at the edge of my greatness. Sometimes we could think, oh, I can't handle that. I'm getting what I want. Oh, no, now what? Oh, gosh. Oh, crud, I'm actually getting what I want. We could feel like that fear of success, I would say, right? I don't crumble at the edge of my greatness. I take the opportunities that come and walk through the doors with confidence. And you could think of it with, with God's help, behind you, with maybe angels, deceased loved ones, however you feel. I believe there's like a positive spiritual team of people, God and maybe deceased loved ones or guardian angels helping us. If you prayed, and to saints too, or whatever it is, but whatever's your spiritual, backgrounds or opinion. So edge of greatness, the universe is opening doors for me, bringing opportunities my way. I do believe that God has blessings set up for us, and it's sort of like a co-creation between what your soul seems to want, your soul's intentions, and maybe God's plans for you. This is my opinion, okay? You might have a different opinion. That's okay. I don't crumble at the edge of my greatness. That's really the human side of us, because we're spiritual beings having a human experience. We're not 100% spiritual. We got this human limited, vision and these human lower vibration feelings, emotions like fear and doubt and sadness and grief. So we're working still around these human limitations, but we do this co-create with God and hopefully with a positive mindset, because the human part is our minds. So I feel like that helps through the day to have a more positive mindset. But prayer and meditation, in my opinion, override the mindset stuff. But you can't be in prayer and meditation all day long. So I take the opportunities that come and walk through the doors with confidence. That's where you just say, you let go and let God. And if the thing is meant, if the result is in your best interest, your soul's path best interest, then let it come on. And if it's not, I let it go. There's something better ahead. Okay, I hope that's helpful. I hope people are enjoying this. Okay, that was 4. Let's see. I'm going to do, because we're getting closer to 6:30. So I'm going to do 2 numbers for other people who usually watch the replay. And if it resonates with you, it might be a good message for you too. So I'm going to do number 13 and 24. And then I'll go to the 1, 2, 3 cards that I posted about. And then lastly, for anybody who wants to stay on for another 5 or 10 minutes past 6:30, I'm going to talk about this health, fitness, weight loss program I just completed that I'm very happy about. And that just by completing it, it turns out, I didn't realize they were going to tell us that, but we are affiliates for it if we like the program, and it worked for me great. So I'm going to share about that if anybody's interested after the 1, 2, 3 cards. Okay, here we go. 1, 2. This is 13. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Hang on a second. 11, 12, 13. Okay, 13 says, okay, this must be wrong because I got the same card. Let's see. I must have counted that one wrong. Okay. Dance it out. Well, 13 said loving friends. So we read that one already. That was 14. I must have miscounted something. So I'm reading the next one. Dance it out. Dance it out. I can move emotions through my body by dancing. I love to dance. And so I'm just mentioning that. Sometimes I do dance activities, dance fitness activities called La Blast on these lives. So that's coming up in the future again. Dance it out. I can move emotions through my body by dancing. Whenever I start to feel built up energy, say you feel stress in your body, you could just do walking or exercise, or just shaking your body. Doesn't have to be perfect dancing, but this is saying if I feel built up energy or crankiness or stress, I would say, I will play some music and move intuitively. Just move however your body feels like moving, stretching, celebrating life, shaking off sadness or stress, whatever. I don't have to look a certain way. Simply move and feel as the stress or heaviness begins to ease out of my body. Sometimes we have to get out of our minds, like literally, and into the body, and just move around and shake off the stress and put on music you like, or whatever matches your mood. And getting focused on the body sometimes brings you more into the present. It's also a mindfulness activity, from what I understand. Anything that puts you in the present gets you out of the anxiety, the depression, maybe thoughts or stressful thoughts, out of the mind into the body, and then you get like a second wind. So I hope that helps. Okay. That's 13. The last one from the custom numbers is 24, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, 24. We read this one last week too, but coming up again is inspiration board. Inspiration board, which you could call a vision board for people. How many people have heard of a vision board? If you did, please hit a number 1 or something. I want to know if people have heard about an inspiration board or a vision board. It's just a playful point of focus and kind of an experiment activity in the law of attraction circle of helping you to focus and get pictures of what you do want to help, like, get in line with those blessings that God has had for you. You heard about it, right, Nelson? Good. They talk about it in the documentary The Secret. I think John Assaraf in that documentary was the one who talked about, he had a picture of a house on that board that he loved in a magazine, and then like 10 years later, I guess he would look at it fairly often, that board, and about 10 years later, he got an old, he was moving his house, moving to a new house or something, and his son, little son, was sitting on a box of stuff that they were moving, and he opened the box. Turned out it was his old vision board, and John Assaraf got moved to tears because when he looked at the old vision board with the desires, the pictures he put on there, the picture of that house that he wanted on the vision board all those years ago was actually the house he just moved into. But that's the whole, it's not a joke, that's the big punchline. He actually wound up subconsciously being drawn to that exact house, and he was living in it. Right, Nelson? Nelson, that's the story, right? Okay, so inspiration board. If I'm ever feeling down or bored, tired, if something's boring, I spend time creating a vision board. This is just like a playful focus activity. I spend time creating a vision board to place in my home. I fill it with quotes, pictures, and desires that bring me inspiration and joy. Nelson, are you still on? Did you remember that story about John Assaraf? Can you put yes below if you're still here? Thank you. Okay, so that's it for the custom cards. Now we're going to do numbers 1, 2, 3 that I posted earlier about choosing for people who are joining just in the replay or who are here right now. I'm going to put card 1. Let's see, 1, 2, and 3. And all right, so let me not look at that one. Let me just see randomly 1, 2, and this one. So I did not see what I just pulled out. And here we go. Okay, let me put the number on here because I misplaced my. Let me see if I have my tabs. Okay, sorry about that. Okay, here we go. 1. Oops. So just think about if you have a couple of vision boards. Very good, Nelson. Do you remember if you ever attracted anything from the vision boards or something similar? I think I did actually. The more recent one I did was a couple of years ago, and I wanted to. I became a. I wanted to take a Mike Dooley instructor course to teach infinite possibilities, a positive mindset course, and I couldn't really afford it. He was offering a few scholarships, and I really wanted one of those scholarships because it was going to cut down the price from like a couple $1,000s to like, I don't remember what it was, a few hundred. So on the vision board, I put like a letter to myself, like, congratulations, you won a scholarship, to the program from Mike Dooley's course or whatever. I did that. I might have had it on there for a couple of weeks, I think, and looked at that, tried to focus on that. I don't know if that was the whole reason why I got it, but I wound up manifesting that, that blessing with God's help of the scholarship to that program. And I became a Mike Dooley Infinite Possibilities instructor. So I did get the scholarship. Okay, good, Nelson. Thanks for sharing. I attracted winning lottery tickets, 2 $5,000 winnings using a vision. Very good, Nelson. Woohoo! That is an excellent example. Thank you so much. I didn't realize you used the vision boards for that. Fantastic. Thank you for sharing. Okay, here we go, everybody. Cards 1, 2, and 3. And then after this, for anyone who still has time, I'm going to talk about the health and fitness program that I just completed, that I'm really a fan of, and I actually wound up losing a good amount of weight, which I couldn't even believe worked for me at my age. So after this, I'll talk about that. Okay, so card 1 says, creator of happiness. Creator of happiness. I reclaim my power to create my own joy and happiness. I reclaim my power, like getting out of this victim mode that a lot of times we might have. As a human, life can feel tough. And we could feel like victims. I'm just adding that, but like, be your own creator of happiness. I reclaim my power to create my own happiness, at my own joy and happiness. It is not dependent on outside source, on any outside source or individual. Therefore, it cannot be taken away. It can always be found within me. If we're the creator of our own happiness and joy, that's always available within us. If we don't rely and insist on outside circumstances, outside people, places, things to make us happy or behave in a certain way. I know that is very challenging. As a human, we think if everybody would just behave the way I want them to, and don't they know that this is how you should behave? Or, if the world would be like this, then I would be happy. Don't they know that everybody comes from different backgrounds, different mindsets. We got different neuroses and baggage and negative limiting beliefs. So nobody really, everybody's just trying to manage their own lives. Sometimes it's just hard to believe that it's not out here that makes us happy. It has to be an inside job, as they say. So creator of happiness, it can always be found within me. And I think it's like a muscle, as they say, certain things are like a muscle. You have to practice it, and then you get better at it, and then you don't rely on people to behave a certain way or say the right thing or do the right thing, or so you can be, some people say, like, you see some of these videos of say poor children in Africa, and they should have the abundance that anybody has, but the poor children in Africa, sometimes they're just enjoying and being happy with what they have and dancing around, and sometimes we have to do that even in the midst of, what's that thing about dancing in the rain? Don't wait for the rain to pass. Dance through the storm. And they say, with the help of the law of attraction, when you do that, the tough times don't last as long, because when you get in a higher vibration, first allow the feelings of anger, sadness, grief, go through that, process that, and then work your way up to feeling okay enough, let go and let God, and then you can allow, all right, I'm going to allow things to get better while I'm enjoying what I can. Then you get more into the flow of God's blessings, and quicker. That's my understanding. Okay, that was one. Number two, I know it's backwards, sorry about that. Self-appreciation for anyone who chose number two, live or in the replay. I will find a moment throughout the day that I can dedicate to myself. To me, this is like a self-care thing, which I talk about a lot as a caregiver. But everybody needs self-care for holistic wellness in body, mind, and spirit, health. Self-appreciation. I will find a moment throughout the day that I can dedicate to myself. Again, this is another like activity suggestion that you might want to try, like the vision board. Find a comfortable space and bring a pen and paper, or you could type it, but actually usually they say writing gets more of our like soul and our heart and our energy involved, which you actually write on paper. I will write a letter of appreciation to myself, kind of like a love letter to yourself, where I will pour love into who I am and all that I do. Appreciate yourself. A lot of times we don't do that. We have negative mind chatter that says, oh, see that? I made this mistake in the past, or now I'm no good. I'm not good enough. These people are better. That person is better. I'm not worthy of my own love, of other people's love, of God's love. That's all. As my friend Baba Sam Shelley, who's a spiritual coach on Facebook, would say, Baba Sam Shelley, his name is, that's head trash. Or what people would say is like that monkey mind, that negative chatter that just comes with being human. We really should be loving of ourselves, because when we can love and appreciate ourselves, we can love and appreciate one another. So that's a way to do it, by sending you writing a self-appreciation letter to yourself in the day, about the things you appreciate about yourself. And if it feels too hard, start with small things like, I held the door open for someone yesterday, or I like the color of my eyes, or I'm pretty good at cooking, or I'm pretty good at sports, whatever you can come up with. And probably a few things, several, because then you get the positive momentum going, and then in your day you're like, oh, what am I feeling so bad about myself and about my life for? I'm doing pretty well. Very good, Nelson. Yes, I love that song about writing myself a letter. Yes, and Barry Manilow redid that song too. I'm gonna sit right down and write myself a letter. Okay, very good. You can look that up. That's a good one, Nelson. Thank you. Number 3, whoever chose number 3. Okay, this is the one. I don't like the word they use here, but I replaced the word. This says casting spells. I don't like the word spells. I don't believe in that. But casting spells, I'd say I call this really setting intentions, positive intentions. Because this is really what it means. The words I speak and the stories I tell, they're saying, are like spells, meaning like they're like putting out these beliefs that will solidify into negative beliefs that you're going to carry, or positive beliefs. So the words I speak and the stories I tell are like, I would say, building beliefs in your subconscious. What I say and believe, yeah, this is what it's saying now, I attract more of, okay? Again, this is the law of attraction principle that we're talking about. What I say and believe, I tend to attract more of. But again, there's a buffer of time, so you don't have to be too nervous about it. We all have negative thoughts, a lot of them, whatever, and still we got this far pretty well, right? With God's help, God is really, in control of everything, but we have free will and we're playing this co-creative game with God. That's my understanding. And that piece of God within us, that soul, we're playing that, that co-creative game through this life and learning and expanding. Anyway, it says, what I say and believe, I attract more of, so I shift my story from lack to abundance. Well, don't talk about and think about lack so much. Instead, shift that to talking about and thinking about abundance. From victim, instead of feeling like a victim and thinking I'm a victim and these people, this person, this this situation is making things hard for me, consider, I'm sorry, shift from being a victim to feeling empowered, and from complaining to talking about, to speaking words of gratitude. Now, when I speak to others through my words, I'm casting beautiful spells, is how she says it. Again, it's just a figure of speech, even in this card. I'm creating beautiful, positive beliefs. When I speak to others through my words, with positive words and positive thoughts, I'm creating beautiful, positive beliefs that are going to be part of your subconscious, which once it's really in there, then you kind of live on autopilot in a more positive way than autopilot in a negative way. Okay, so I hope everybody enjoyed those. If anybody has 5 more minutes, feel free to hang out with me here. And I'm going to talk just for about 5 minutes about the, I'm going to share my health and fitness program goal that I realized, which I'm very happy about. And I'm talking about it now because the $5 5-day sample that they're holding starts on Monday the 20th, October 20th, and that's on Facebook. So if you have to go, thank you so much for joining. If you can stay, or watch this in the replay. So Energized Health is the program I took. And I'm going to show you I'm going to show you a little bit of how the waist of my pants that I started out with got looser since I achieved my weight loss and fitness goal in this first round of doing this program. Let's see, I'm going to keep this short, up to under 5 minutes. Let's see if I could do that. So basically, I started Energized Health is this wonderful program for fitness, holistic health, body, mind, and spirit, and weight loss. They start out, which I tried out. I saw it on Instagram or something. It's called 555 Challenge. It's on Facebook starting. They're doing it again, starting, like I said, Monday, October 20th. But on Facebook, I said that a bunch of times. And is it on? Well, I think you sign up through Facebook or something. Actually, I'm going to have a link below, which I think it's also through Instagram. You just need the link below to sign up, and that it's an affiliate link. If you don't mind using my link, I would really appreciate it. So it's supposed to be lose 5 pounds in 5 days. 5 pounds in 5 days. I forget what the other 5 is about. But, maybe there's 5, like 5, I think that's what it is, like 5 points to follow. Okay. And when I did it, it helped me greatly. And I'm not supposed to give the real details about it because, it's their intellectual property, etc. But when I did the 5 days, now, most people lost the 5 pounds in 5 days. it seems. And there's a Facebook group to support it, and there's live Zoom calls, and it's only $5. I mean, you could just take that and just watch the replays of the Zoom calls and be in Facebook group. I did not lose the 5 pounds the first 5 days. They do say that men lose weight a lot faster and in bigger amounts because of their metabolism and their usual size or whatever than the women. But even though I did not lose the weight in those 5 days, I felt like I looked, because they say you could just, the weight kind of could transform into being like tighter, your body, like your muscles and everything, you have better structure before you start seeing the pounds being lost. But it got me into eating healthier again, doing some easy exercises. It was easy, and eating healthier again and doing some easy exercises and feeling more confident and hopeful again. Because in my case, I had gotten overweight somewhat. There are people who lose like, over 50 pounds, 100 pounds. I mean, there's amazing, sort of like a Weight Watchers type thing, I guess. I never took that. But in my case, I had eaten a lot of, I had emotional eating from stress, from being a caregiver and from being home during the pandemic. And I really wanted to lose that. So this was an easy 5-day thing to practice with very great ideas, great tips. Okay, that's October 20th if you're interested. I'll put the link below. The second part, my own decision to invest in the bigger program. You don't have to do that. If you're interested in just trying this out at all, or not at all, so whatever you want, you know best. There are so many ways people lose weight and stay healthy. I've been hearing other people on different programs and their own way. For me, I was trying things my own way and I could not lose the weight. I thought it was because I was in my late 50s and it just seemed like whatever I did, even eating healthy and doing some exercise, it seemed like I couldn't do it by myself. So I didn't think this thing was going to work. That's why I'm talking about it. Did the 5-5-5 challenge. That was a great start for me. I felt much better and more hopeful. So then I said, but I want to do this more because I definitely want to lose some weight like other people have. I invested in the bigger program that will follow after you do that, if you'll have the option if you want to do it or not. That bigger program I took was like 3 months long, I think. And in that bigger program, they give you like a coach that you talk to on the phone each week. They give you more details about healthier food options, when to eat, and different little healthy tips that really get the weight to come off in a healthy way and get you to nurture yourself in body, mind, and spirit. The nutrients and just the philosophy of how to positively focus and nurture yourself in body, mind, and spirit. What to eat and drink, and how, when, where, that kind of thing. Great ideas. It's actually it's really kind of an easy practice, or simple. It's just about doing things consistently and doing what you can. The last thing I'm going to say about this is the grand finale, is I was not even able to, during this program, the 3 months, I wound up twisting my ankle somehow, it seems, that I was walking with a limp. Never had that before. I wound up having to do physical therapy, and so I couldn't full out do the exercise, the easy exercises they mentioned doing, whatever. I couldn't follow all their many tips, which they don't expect you to do all of them. You could do it like at 70% or 80%, and it still works. And even though I only did like 70% of what they told me, or say 80% of what they told me, I still managed to go past my 10-pound weight loss goal to 19 pounds at the end of the 3 months. And I just want to show you this. This is the, they had us do before and after pictures. I actually was going to show you what my face looked like back in May in a photo, which that was why that's what made me decide I have to do something about my health, my weight, my fitness. Also, I'm trying to balance out my cholesterol. That was the other thing, but I have to do that blood test still. A lot of people get off medications, and this is really for people most of the people are like over 50. They're in the 60s, 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s. There are some younger people too, but it's helping people to age with health and be able to move and walk and have strength. And there's amazing stories, people getting off diabetes medication. Again, this is the entertainment value only. I'm not giving medical advice here. But there's these testimonials of people getting off medication, their people who are grandparents, and they're so much healthier now. They can walk when they couldn't walk before, etc. Anyway, so I had to take before and after photos. And I just want to share that these were, you're not going to be able to see too much. And, you know, you don't have to be thin in life to be worthy. I was doing it for health reasons and my own confidence, but this, you may not be able to see this too well, but these were the shorts that I had when I first started the program. And now this is how much space there is left. Okay, so these were tight on me. These were tight on me when I started the program. Now this is how much space I have left. So I'm still doing it. I'm doing it now as the free version as an alumni. But I think it worked so well, and I can't believe I achieved my goal even beyond it. And especially as a caregiver, it really helped me to, which I forgot, like get out of depression. Like I feel like it helped me to get out of like 85% of my depressive moods. So that's all I'm going to say. I hope this was helpful. I'm going to put the links for Energized Health program below. And it's also run by John and Chelsea Jubilee. John and Chelsea Jubilee. Now this is I didn't take it for this reason, but they're like a Christian based company. I have a Christian background, Catholic, okay? But I'm spiritual in general, and I'm into law of attraction, etc. So, you know, I didn't join it for that reason, but you know, they have some of that, you know, a little bit of that to their coaching. But again, it's for people of all faiths, no faith. They're welcoming to all people. And to me, it was really about holistic health and body, mind, and spirit, and losing excess weight in an fairly easy way, giving a good guideline of great ideas and great tips. So I hope that helps. Thank you so much, Nelson. Thank you so much. The whole thing is, you know, people, especially from emotional eating or the pandemic, you don't realize what you're carrying and the weight-wise. And the thing is also, if you start building muscle, like they say, it may look like you are not losing weight, but it's turning into muscle instead of fat. So it's really about resculpting the body. And sometimes it looks like losing weight, and sometimes it's looks like losing a little weight, but you're really sculpting the body because muscle is heavy too. And when you do more exercises, you'll see the body even more sculpted. So that's what I'm going to be doing now. But thank you so much for joining. I hope this was helpful. If you have any questions, you know, put it in the comments below. I hope you'll check us out again next Wednesday for Wonderful Wednesday, 6 p.m. Eastern, and the Energized Health program that I'm an affiliate for, as I mentioned, which will help me because I'm a caregiver for my father, so I do need some kind of part-time income, and this is just one small, you know, opportunity that just happened to fall in my lap, and it's for something that worked so well for me. Okay, so thank you so much. Have a great evening. Bye-bye.